This is Marvel Animation's X-Men 97 official trailer reaction by myself, Mr. Benja, and the real Theo Harvey. But before we get into that, we're going to talk some noise like we do. Oh man, X-Men 97. I didn't think this would come back for a second season, actually. You into this?
Absolutely. Diddly do. I mean, I knew it was coming back. I guess, was it Bo DeMaio was the showrunner for the first season. He got ceremoniously fired.
Yeah, after that, I was like,
But I think he was part of the writers' room that did this one. So this may be the last part he had, the last version of this that he has influenced. But when the first one came out, X-Men 97, I mean, we heard the announcement. This is what they're gonna do. We were just like, yeah, like a wet fart. Just like something interesting.
It seemed like an odd throwback to me. I was like,
yeah, why not?
You're gonna take the animation and bring it back, but you're not doing a Marvel show with like cable or anything like that. Okay, whatever. Sure, just bring it on. We'll see. I mean, I did like the old school theme song, so bring it on. Bring it back.
I was like, whatever, we'll check it out. So I think I went in cold. I don't know if you did too, or you heard rumors about this, but when I went in cold, I said, it's something to watch. It's Thursday night. Before I go to sleep, let me go watch it. Boy, I was like, oh my God, this thing is good. Oh shit! Look at Cyclops. To me, my X-Men
jumping out of planes.
Yeah, I was like, is this good? And I'll never forget. I was watching the Genosa one with Magneto and Rogue and that whole thing, and then obviously the Gambit one. That was the one I was like, this thing is good. And so we even had Mr. Chris, shout out Dr. Jackson, maybe he'll show up again on his pod. And he was hype about it. So I was like, man, this thing is really good. And so, yeah, man, X-Men 97's got something with it, man. I don't know if we'll see if they can maintain it for the second season. But I'm hyped, man. I'm super hyped. What about you?
Yeah, I am too, man. And maybe like Eddie says, we'll see some X-Force in there. And once again, I'm going to be on the opposite side of a lot of people. I'm not mad at Liefeld. The industry needed certain people, and I think it really needed Liefeld at the time just to do some crazy visuals, some crazy stories. Maybe they didn't make sense.
No feet.
No feet. Size 67 chest. And all that. Just crazy.
Is that what we need? That's what we need.
We needed him at the time. So a lot of those characters, I mean, that's why we have Deadpool now, because somebody was doing something different. And, I'm actually sad to what they did with Shatterstar, but that's another story. Yeah, he had a lot of characters, has a lot of places to pull from. So I don't know. Now he's grown, he's calmed down a bit. Deadpool's been successful, so maybe we can get some of those characters actually revitalizing some of what's coming out of the MCU, and maybe this X-Men 97 season 2 will be a little testing ground for that. You ready to watch this trailer though?
I am, man.
So this is the Marvel Animations X-Men 97 season 2 official trailer, and we are starting right now.
It's hard to believe what's not waiting for me.
Damn.
Someone I lost. Someone special.
It's hard, what?
The X-Men are scattered through time. In the past, from the start of Apocalypse's reign, to the future at the height of his rule.
The X-Men. I must strike them at their most vulnerable. The 1990s.
Jeez, could have at least bought me a drink first.
We gotta get the X-Men back to the 90s.
Yeah.
You fight a battle that cannot be won. Against the dawn of an age that cannot be stopped.
isn't just about us. It's about everyone we've lost.
From the beginning of time to the reaches of tomorrow, we stand together right here, right now.
Wagner.
I believe in the X-Men. We're back, baby.
Comic book cover, come on, dog.
I know they know.
Anytime you shot at a comic book cover like that, you can't be coming weak.
So, are we still hype?
I'm hype.
Ooh-wee!
X-Men 97 getting 5 seasons. Yeah, thanks for that. That'll be like what, X-Men 2002.
5 seasons in the movie.
Yep. They got to turn this into a movie, man. They got to franchise this somehow, man. They can't mess this up.
I mean, it's good, man. I mean, you know, I love the orchestrate. What's it, the orchestra? How you say it? Orchestra in the background. They just like that. Doom, 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 boom, 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 doom. It's like that slow little beat. Yeah,
slow,
like
hard with it. They had the violins.
I was
in there,
like,
and the trumpets.
man, and all the things we lost is like, doo-doo-doo. Yes, man.
You be getting hype when Theo starts singing because he can't contain it. Every time, man. I love it.
Because it was hype, man. Yeah, man. But just the that's what made X-Men great. I mean, I wasn't the biggest X-Men fan, it's just too many characters. I don't know, maybe you more I'm a Spider-Man guy, Batman guy, but I think you're a little bit more, but the X-Men is the characters, right? Yes, they got powers and stuff, but it's just like the interactions of all of them and how they interact and who they're with. That's what makes it interesting. And I think that's if they can kind of keep that going, yeah, we'll see, you know.
I saw and speaking of characters, I remember X-Men 97 brought in a lot of characters that people might not have remembered just as kind of a sidebar, but they seem to be focusing at least a heavy bit on the Acolytes. I believe that was their name. Yeah. Magneto's Acolytes with Fabian Cortez. Yep. And some of those strange characters. So you can go look up the Acolytes and Fabian Cortez. They're like these strong mutants that Magneto handpicked and like worked with to kick some ass after the Brotherhood kind of fell apart.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And the Shadow, what's it? The Shadow King from Storm's backstory, and they got into Mr. Mojo.
Well, here's an interesting question: is it really a spoiler if we're pulling from the comics? Like, we don't know what they're going to show exactly, but we're just mentioning stuff from the comics. So we traditionally don't consider that spoiler if we saw it in the trailer and we say, hey, that's something from these comics. I don't know that that's going to tell anybody anything that they don't.
Especially comic book stories. Yeah, that happened, 20, 30 years ago.
I mean,
and let's be honest, they're speed running through these comic book stories. I think they did freaking which one? The Madden Pryor, Madeline Pryor kind of storyline that they did that like an episode. It's like that was like at least a year of storyline, right? So it's not like and in the Age of Apocalypse, it's like they're gonna do this in like 2 episodes and be done with it. That was like I can remember reading those, the Age of Apocalypse. Remember those storylines, man? I remember reading those in college, man. Getting super excited about. They did all the different X titles. They changed them different titles for X-Men. And I actually read those in college. So those are hype. But I think also, Eddie, you make a good point. So is this animation better than Invincible? Mr. Benja, as a resident artist in our midst, what do you think?
Oh yeah, man, this art is crisp. Crisp, it flows well. I think the first time through with X-Men 97, it had a busy feel to it. Like it wasn't as, I don't want to say cluttered, but it wasn't as sophisticated as this is. So we may still be seeing the same amount of visual information. It's just presented better. And I can tell.
Better than Invincible?
Oh yeah.
Did you watch the last season of Invincible yet? Or are you still holding off?
No, not the last. I haven't watched the last season, but from what I can tell, the basic stock of what I've seen from the trailers and whatever, it's not on this level.
Okay. Okay.
And that's just to me. I mean, you start getting into stylistic questions like, well, Invincible is not intended to look this bright, colorful, and flashy. So, of course, it's not going to be as bright, colorful, and flashy.
I'm hyped for it though. I'm hyped for it though. So
I don't have too much more to say on this. So.
I mean, so we haven't graded these last trailers because one was a trailer for. These are both trailers for movies we kind of actually talked about because I've seen them. So this is something we haven't seen, so I guess we can grade them.
Okay, so what James suggested, and I actually kind of like this, is going Rotten Tomatoes style, and just give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, fresh or rotten. We can come up with our own thing, whether it's a star or a flop. We'll come up with our own little rating for it. But for right now, thumbs up or thumbs down. I'll give it a.
It's easy. easy money.
Yes.
But the hype is expectations so high on this one, man. It's gotta deliver. So if they gotta come hard that first episode. That first episode's a wet fart. So we'll see.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so we're both hype about it. So Mr. Benja, anything else we want to say about this one?
No. All new season Disney Plus. I'm scrubbing through the images really quickly, and yeah, I'm sure there's somebody doing a trailer breakdown of all of this that you can go look at. We don't go through.
We all do.
We don't do all that. All that ain't necessary.
All that ain't necessary.
It's hype. It's hype, boy.
According to this Black Phrases book, that means
well,
we don't need to do all that.
From what I can tell by the style of the show, they do rush the storyline. They just plow through stuff.
But it works for it though. It's kind of like they get the emotional beats well enough but then tell you just enough the story so you understand why it's important. And they keep it moving. And then they slow down just enough with the Remy stuff to kind of make that relevant. Remy and Rogue, their storyline. But the challenge is like, okay, what's the next big storyline that is gonna resonate on? They can't just keep going back to Remy. Oh, I'm so sorry, he's dead, blah, blah, blah. So what's the next big one they want to, start to, I'm trying to think, was there a big storyline? Age of Apocalypse was hot. And then part of the thing about Age of Apocalypse, it's not spoiler, guys. Go read comic books 30 years ago.
Well, no, I mean, hold on. It's still a spoiler, but we're not telling the story of what happened. I'm just pointing out that came from the comics.
So one of the big things about that storyline was that two things I thought was interesting was that they did a whole storyline where if Wolverine finally got with Jean Grey, and they had their own little comic book, which I thought was cool. So, he finally had the girl that he always wanted to get with. So that was kind of cool. And then they also had a storyline where
whether they show that or not is
they're not going to, who knows. But I'm trying to figure out if they're going to create something. They got to create characters that, they got to create a storyline that's going to resonate and get you invested like they did with the Remy and Rogue storyline. So that's what I'm trying to guess. And the other one was Nate Summers, who was called the X-Man. So he's supposed to be the biggest telepath ever, right? And he had his own comic book because he came from the Age of Apocalypse. And that's basically if Cable didn't have the technovirus in him, right? And so he could do whatever he could do all these things. So I thought that was kind of cool storyline just to see just the most powerful, X-Men ever when it comes to
that's going to be heavy if they're bringing all this in. And once it said you're talking about rushing through storylines, that's a lot of we're covering a lot of comic book ground here.
I know, but they did Bishop, they did freaking. Then they did the demon storyline where the demons came to New York briefly, like 2 seconds. So it's like they done a lot. What was it called? The Infernal. That's what the series was called. Infernal.
Yeah, I think those may be the aliens that we were talking about.
Yeah, they did the what's his name? Charles Xavier. Shi'ar. Yeah, Charles Xavier went to his girlfriend's house.
Went to her house.
So, and man, I'm not an X-Men fan. I know those storylines, right? So it's like, did they even do Phoenix?
No.
They didn't even do the Dark Phoenix storyline, I don't think. Maybe they hinted at it.
Yeah, there's so much in there that I have to stop and
Well, I
say,
think
wait.
they did. I think they did it in the original '97, but they didn't do it
Yeah,
in
they
this
did in the
one.
original '97, but they haven't really hinted at too much of that happening.
So yeah, we might have to, Mr. Benja, you might have to go pull out your old comic books, go to comic book resources and pull out your old comic book head. You know you want to, man. When's the last time you got in there? You got to dig in the crates.
Yeah, digging in the crates, boy.
Go
talk to the local comic book guy.
Yeah. So
You
you
know,
see, when it happened was,
you need to properly brush up on. I have to take it back. Punisher versus Wolverine war stories. That's where Wolverine first encountered the blah blah blah, and his injury later on took him to a meetup with Spider-Man. And what that led to was, oh my god! And it just next thing you know, you're reading.
but you know what, man? That's why we good at internet, because we know we were living the internet before the internet.
Oh, it was funny, yeah. The comic book store guy was a whole server unto himself.
He was a Discord of his own. So anyway,
I'm good. I'm good with this. But yeah, so yeah, with the new rating system, I gave it 2 thumbs up. Theo, 2 thumbs up. We're good with that.
I love it. Well, hey everyone, this is what we do. We talk about X-Men, we talk about pop culture. We even got into the color grading and why the animation is great. So this is what we do on these pod. And so hopefully you like what you hear. So if you do, please like, subscribe, and comment at Show vs. Business on X, Threads, YouTube, and Instagram. Listen to us at Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Visit us on our website at Show vs. Business to learn more. And look, if you have any comments, ideas about content you want us to react to, hey, just let us know in the comments below. We'll reach out to you and let you know what our thoughts are. All right, Mr. Benja, have a good one.
You too, my friend. Peace.